Plenty of people have said that the V8 Ute Racing Series is an out-of-control racing series, but really that's just the drivers. If you take a closer look in the engine bay, we are heavily controlled. Right here, an SS Inductions growler unit that feeds cold air into the engine. Our spark plugs are supplied by Champion spark plugs. All the way over to the other side of the engine, a controlled battery from Century Batteries as well. If you have a closer look at the engine down here, we're provided race headers from Pacemaker headers. And the control oil for the Australian V8 Ute Racing Series is Newlon oil, giving each car approximately an extra 10 horsepower. V8 race utes are some of the heaviest race cars you'll ever find at a portly 1800 kilos. So how do you bring such a heavy race car to a stop? Well, you need a dynamic braking package. Now, you'll have a look here. It's a massive brake caliper here from AP Racing and Competition Friction. Mated to that, we have a really chunky racing pad from Ferodo Racing. Look at the size of this disc rotor. This is the only thing that will pull them up, and DBA have been supplying us this brake rotor for many a year. Bilstein Quadrant Suspension have been the control suspension supplier to the V8 Utes for around 7 or 8 years. Without these guys being so good, these guys can't do their job, and we end up with a V8 in the wall. Of course, the most vital part of any race car is a wheel and tyre. This wheel here is a PDW wheel. All 32 of our race utes drive on them, and they're available from Bob Jane T-Marts. But of course, the tyre, and this is the Yokohama R-Spec tyre that we race on. And you're only allowed 6 per race meeting. 1800 kilo race cars on an R-Spec tyre proves for massive action. How do you get an 1800 kilo race car off the start line? Well, you've got to have a pretty good clutch, and Extreme Clutches supply all of our drivers with a heavy duty race clutch. Now, let's see if all of these components we've talked about all work in unison and provide us with some great racing.